Hey everyone, welcome back to Immediate Movie Reactions. I'm here after seeing Never Let Go. This is an Alexander Aja film starring Halle Berry and a couple young men whose names I do not exactly remember but are absolutely fantastic in this. And honestly, it's really just the three people in the cast. We do see a couple other people jump in and out, specifically playing the evil, the ghost, the demon, whatever it is that is haunting this family. And the basic premise is that Halle Berry is living with her two twin boys out in the woods. They have a cabin that is safe from the evils of the outside of the world because the world has fallen into an apocalypse and there's demons or zombies or something living in the woods that's coming after them. And the actual premise is it's cool. It's something I was really worried that it was going to be almost just a Watchers ripoff, which is a really strange thing to say, especially coming from Aja, who has a very high pedigree of scary and horror films. And this movie is a perfect one to discuss what is a scary movie and what is a horror, because while I think that this is at times a very effective scary movie, I do not think it is a horror movie. Aja is very well known from Crawl to High Tension to Hills Have Eyes. He is known for the gore and the brutality, and this doesn't have it. It's more psychological. I think you see that he's evolved as a filmmaker. I do think it's sort of unfortunate at the times that there are some sort of gross or scary practical effects. It doesn't hold up quite as well as in some of his other movies. They're not bad, but there are some times that maybe they stay on a body a little bit too long and you clearly see that it is a puppet, an animatronic, something fake. I think that they do a good job with the actual monster in this, but the story is where it comes in, and that dynamic with the three. The Halle Berry is trying to keep her boys safe. They're tied to ropes that are tied to this house, and there's sort of this backstory that her mother knew that this was coming, and her father had built this house for them, and now she's come back. I did want to see a little bit more about her story and how she got there, because obviously the premise is, and this is where, I kind of walked into it thinking, I know what the hell this movie's going to be about. And it was, and it wasn't, right? Which is what is absolutely fantastic. That's why I really enjoyed this movie. I do feel like, maybe 2/3 of the way through this movie, it's split into three clear acts, like they're all titled acts. At the end of the second act, something does happen which completely changes the film. And I think that latter third of it drags maybe a little bit, but it lets the boys take center stage. And what's happening is they're having to survive as food is running out. And do they trust their mother? Is she really crazy? Is she seeing? Because these demons that she sees, they can't see. So they start to question the reality. Do they get out? Do they let go? And the never let go becomes a metaphor, not just for the physical, actually having the rope there, but can they let go of each other? Can they let go of the fear? Can they let go of the belief in their mother? And where this film goes, I think, is absolutely fantastic, even though I think this is kind of a cop-out. Toward the end, it does answer our questions. And I would have loved, and I say this after a lot of movies, I would have loved to leave that mystery there. Give us a chance to argue and debate, right? If you think about a movie like Inception, I think I brought this up before, what is so effective and beautiful about that is that you don't really know exactly what happened. And we don't need to be told that. And I think this, even though it's a very brief scene where it kind of says, haha, this is what happened, I'm not sure that needed to be there in that sort of monkey's paw situation. But it is an interesting parallel going back to that movie, The Watchers, of what is happening. How do these people that are living remotely come back into the world if they have these beliefs? And I don't know, I was really, really stricken by this movie. I really enjoyed it. Unfortunately, there were like three other people in the theater, and this was great. This was the best part of it. There was someone there who was really into it. No, not the dog. No, please, no, don't go in there. And that's fantastic. That's what I love about these movies. That made it fun. I do think it is a tense movie. I thought about bringing my youngest is 14. I think it probably would have been a little bit too much, for that. because he doesn't watch movies like this. But otherwise, I don't think it's exceptionally scary. It's definitely not exceptionally gory. I think it's just an excellent, well-made film. And see it, stream it, or skip it. See it. I think see this movie. I don't think we're going to have a lot of opportunity. It's not going to be around probably very long, especially there's some big movies still coming out. But if you get a chance and you do like scary movies, but maybe you don't like it to be too gory or too exceptionally scary, I think this movie is perfect. It fits right in that pocket. And I said, there is a lot to talk about and sort of debate. And so anyway, I appreciate you all. Please like, share, subscribe to all that stuff. And I will see you after the next movie.